I welcome you to the next video on bills of exchange. In this video we'll learn about how to do accounting for dishonor of bills which have been endorsed. Okay, I hope you remember in our earlier videos we have learned how to record journal entries when the bills are endorsed by the drawer, or we also call him as the endorser to the endorsee, and we have learned how to write journal entries in the books of the endorser, endorsee, the drawer and the drawee. In our earlier videos, we have seen how to record journal entries when the bills are honored on the due date. But in this video, we'll learn how to record journal entries when the bills are dishonored after endorsement. Okay. Now we'll have an illustration before us. We'll learn how to write journal entries through this illustration. Ram sold goods on credit to Shyam 50,000 rupees on 1st April 21. So Ram is selling some goods on credit to Shyam 50,000 rupees on 1st April 21. On the same day, Shyam sold goods on credit to Mohan rupees 50,000. So on the same day, Shyam also has sold some goods to Mohan and the value of the goods is 50,000. So because of this transaction, what will happen is Ram becomes creditor to Shyam, Shyam becomes creditor to Mohan, Mohan becomes debtor to Shyam, and Shyam has become a debtor to Ram. So the relationship of debtor and creditor is established between Ram, Shyam and Mohan because of this journal entry. So let us record the entries in the books of Ram, Shyam and books of Mohan. When Ram is selling goods on credit to Shyam, entry in his books would be Shyam account debit to sales account 50,000. Entry in the books of Shyam would be he is purchasing goods, hence entry would be purchases account debit 50,000 to Mr. or we will simply write Ram account 50,000. Because of this journal entry, Ram is showing Shyam as a debtor and Shyam is showing Ram as a creditor. Okay. There will be no entry in the books of Mohan when goods are sold on credit by Ram to Shyam. But on the same day, Shyam also sold some goods on credit to Mohan. So there will be no entry in the books of Mr. Ram, but there will be an entry in the books of Shyam. Entry would be Mohan account debit 50,000 to sales account 50,000. Entry in the books of Mohan would be he is now buying goods. Purchases account will be debited with 50,000 and Shyam account will be credited with 50,000 because he is his creditor now. So you can observe here in the books of Mohan, Shyam is appearing as a creditor. That means Mohan is saying I have to pay money to Shyam, and Shyam is saying Mohan has to pay money to me. So these are the two journal entries we record, and because of this the debtor-creditor relationship has been created. Now let us see what is the remaining part of the problem. Shyam drew a bill on Mohan on 1st April 21 for 3 months duration. So Mohan was not able to immediately pay cash. He asked time from Mr. Shyam. Shyam drew a bill on Mohan on 1st April 21 for 3 months duration. The bill was endorsed by Shyam to Ram. So two things are happening. Mohan is giving a bill to Shyam. Shyam is handing over the bill to Ram. So let us learn how to record journal entries now. Same day the things are happening. So on 1st April 21, what is the first event? Shyam is receiving a bill from Mohan. So entry in the books of Shyam would be bills receivable account debit to Mohan account 50,000. Entry in the books of Mohan would be Shyam account debit to bills payable 50,000. This is bills payable. Now what happened next? On the same day, Shyam has endorsed this bill in favor of Ram. Here there will be no entry in the books of Ram, because when bill is given by Mohan to Shyam, it's an entry, it is a transaction between Mohan and Shyam, so we have record entry in the books of Shyam and Mohan. But on the same day, Shyam endorsed this bill in favor of Ram. So what is entry in the books of Ram? He is now receiving a bill. Who is giving this bill to him? Mohan is not giving this bill to him. Shyam is giving this bill to him. Hence, he will record the name of Mr. Shyam in his books of account. Bills receivable account, debit 50,000 to Shyam account. Asset is coming in, debit. Shyam is the giver, hence credit. What is the entry in the books of Shyam? Shyam is giving this bill to Ram. So entry in the books of Shyam would be Ram is the receiver, personal account receiver, debit. The asset is going out, hence it is credited 50,000. This is a transaction between Shyam and Ram, so there will be no entry in the books of Mr. Mohan. Okay, so Mohan gave bill to Shyam. Shyam endorsed this bill in favor of Ram. So these are how we are going to pass the journal entries. Now, on the due date, Ram has to present this bill to Mr. Mohan to get the payment. Okay, the due date of the bill would be 4th July 21. Let us see whether Mr. Mohan is honoring his commitment or not. On the due date, Mohan dishonored the bill. Ram incurred noting charges of rupees 200. Shyam settled the amount due to Ram on 4th July 21. Okay. So what is happening? On the due date, Mohan dishonored the bill. Mohan is not able to make the payment. Ram incurred noting charges rupees 200. Now what is the entry in the books of Ram? If this bill is dishonored, this entry becomes meaningless, because this entry was based on the premises, or this entry was based on the assumption that this is a valuable legal asset, and on the due date I am going to collect cash in exchange of this asset. So this entry was passed on the belief that on the due date this bill will become cash, but something else happened. On 4th July 21, the commitment has not been met. The bill has become a valueless paper, hence this entry will be reversed in the books of Ram. Shyam account will be debited to bills receivable account. Now let us try to understand. When Ram sold goods on credit to Shyam, he showed Shyam as a debtor. When he received bill, Shyam account was credited. That means after these two entries in the books of Ram, no money was due from Shyam. That means Shyam account was settled. But that was settled based on the assumption that the bill will become money on the due date. That has not happened. So now by passing this journal entry, Shyam is restated to the original position of being a debtor, and bills receivable account is reversed in the books of Ram. On the same day, Ram also had to incur some noting charges. He had to pay some money to a lawyer to get the fact of dishonor noted. He is going to recover this money from Shyam, because this worthless paper was given to him by Shyam, so he will recover the money from him only, 200 rupees. Cash is going out of his books, hence he has credited cash. He has to collect this money from Shyam. Not the lawyer is not going to give the money back. The notary public is not going to give the money back. So the noting charges are paid to the notary public, but he is not going to give the money back to us. The money is going to come to us from Shyam, hence Shyam account is debited. So these are the two entries we pass in the books of Ram when the bill is dishonored. Now let us come to the books of Mr. Shyam. He is receiving the bill back from Ram. Bills receivable account debtor to Ram account 50,000. Now what is this entry? This entry is just reverse of this journal entry. This entry was reversed here. This entry is reversed here. Now what will Ram do? Ram will throw this bill, or Ram has to recover this money from Shyam. Ram will throw this bill to Mr. Mohan. He will give this bill back to Mohan and say, you please keep this worthless paper. We don't want this paper with us. So Mohan account will be debited and bills receivable account will be credited. Actually what is happening here is, we have reversed this journal entry here. So when we received bill from Mohan, we passed the entry bills receivable to Mohan. Now that entry is reversed. When we gave the bill to Ram, we passed the entry Ram account retard to bills receivable. This entry is reversed here on the date of dishonor. So these are the dishonor entries we are passing in the books of all the three parties. Now apart from this, Shyam also has to pay the noting charges amount to Ram. So he has to make Ram as a creditor in his books. He has to show in his books Ram as a creditor for 200 rupees. I have to pay money to Ram 200 rupees. Whatever noting charges he has incurred, I need to pay to him because he had to incur this expense because of the bill which I endorsed to him. Hence, he has to pay money to Ram 200. Ram was the giver of the money to the notary public. So hence we have to show him as a creditor. He is going to recover this money from Mohan. I have to collect this money from Mr. Mohan. I incurred this. I have to pay money to Ram because of act done by Mohan. So Mohan has to reimburse me the money. I have to pay money. So Mohan is the receiver of the loss. He has to ultimately suffer the loss. Hence his account is debited and Ram account is credited. By doing this, we make Mohan as a debtor in our books for the noting charges amount. And by doing this, we are showing Ram as a creditor in our books for the noting charge amount paid by Ram. Now on that same day, what happened? What will be the entries in the books of Mr. Mohan now? In the books of Mohan, he has passed only one journal entry relating to the bill. So now that entry will be reversed in his books. He will pass the entry bills payable account debtor 50,000 to Shyam account. So the entry which was based on the assumption that this bill is a valuable bill has to be now reversed. Hence it has been reversed here. Okay, I'll put it here. It has been reversed here. Okay, now the noting charges amount is an expense for Mr. Mohan because he has to ultimately bear this expense. Noting charges account will be debited with 200 and the money has to be paid to Mr. Shyam. Hence, Shyam's account will be credited with 200 rupees. Expense nominal account debit. We have to pay this money to Shyam. Hence, Shyam account will be credited with this. Okay. Now, if you observe in the books of Mohan, what is the position now? In the books of Mohan, earlier Shyam account was credited, debited. Shyam account balance became 0 here. But by passing these two entries, Shyam has now become a creditor for 50,200 in the books of Mohan now. And similarly, if you observe in the books of Shyam, Ram would appear as a creditor here, 50,200, and Mohan will appear as a debtor for 50,200. If you prepare the ledger accounts of the parties, you will observe that the positions have been restated to their earlier positions. Okay. Now, ultimately, Ram has to collect the money now. Let us see what Ram is doing. So these are the entries we pass on the date of dishonor in the books of the three parties. Let us see what happens further in the problem. Now what we are saying is Shyam settled the amount due to Ram on 4th July 21. So whatever amount was due to Ram, Shyam did not want to disturb or worsen his relationship with Ram. He wants to keep a good relationship, business relationship with Mr. Ram. So he is settling whatever amount was due to Ram himself. Okay. Now in the books of Shyam, let us try to find out how much amount is due. Ram was a creditor here. Then Ram was debited here. It became 0. But further, Ram was credited here with 50,000 and there is another credit of 200. So if I prepare Ram account in the books of Shyam, Ram will show a credit balance of 50,200. Now Shyam is paying the money to Ram to settle his account. So Ram account debit 50,200 to cash 50,200. Ram receiver of the money debit, cash is going out, hence credit. What is the entry in the books of Ram now when he is receiving money? Cash account debit 50,200. Who is giving this money to him? Shyam is giving this money to him. Hence Shyam account will be credited with 50,200 rupees. With this, the debtor-creditor relationship between Shyam and Ram would get settled. In this transaction, there is no role of Mr. Mohan, hence there will be no entry. Now ultimately the amount has to be now collected by Mr. Shyam from Mohan. Let us see what happens. On 6th October 21, the court declared Mohan insolvent and only 25% of the debts could be recovered from his estate. Mr. Mohan was in a bad financial condition, so he went to the court and said, I cannot repay all my debts. You please declare me as an insolvent person. Give me protection. So the court has now declared Mr. Mohan as an insolvent person. That means a person whose liabilities far exceed the assets. They have taken over the assets. The court will take over the assets of Mr. Mohan and try to settle as much of the debts as possible. Okay. So on 6th October 21, who is collecting money now? Ram is getting only 25 paise in a rupee from Shyam's estate. Now let us try to find out how much Shyam has to collect from Mr. Mohan. If you see the books of Shyam, Mohan was a debtor here for 50,000. Then he became a creditor 50,000. That means the position was settled. Then here again Ram became a debtor for 50,000. Again a debtor for 200. So the total amount of money due from Mohan to Ram is 50,200. Out of that he is able to collect only 25 paise in a rupee from the estate. So we will pass the entry cash account debit 12,550 rupees. Bad debts, the loss, that will be 37,650 rupees, and Mohan account will be credited with 50,200 to settle the account. Mohan account will be credited with 50,200. Collected is only 12,550, so the remaining amount will be bad debts loss. What will be the entry in the books of Mohan? Mohan is paying the money to Shyam, so Shyam account will be settled now. Shyam account debit 50,200. The estate is able to pay only 12,550, hence the remaining amount will be transferred to an account called as deficiency account, that is 37,650 rupees. So this is how the account will be settled in the books of Shyam and Mohan. Okay, so these are how we pass journal entries with respect to dishonor of endorsed bills. Okay, thank you.